Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Is there any sound? Am I getting any sound?
This is not as
Yes,
defensible
I am.
as I would
Okay.
like. You called.
Yep, that's about all.
As you wish.
Right. There's no music playing, and that's unusual. So I was not entirely sure the sound worked. Also, I'm gonna save. Because this is one of the areas where the game tends to crash a lot, at least in my game.
Breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
I just can't get over the head, like, what the hell? I wonder what mod is causing that, 'cause I have no clue. Does Anora being here affect our plans for the Landsmeet?
I fear that my escape will make matters worse. Now that he cannot use me to support his claim on Merrick's throne, he may resort to drastic measures to stay in power. I doubt he will say anything publicly, at least until he has a better idea what to expect.
Well, now what happens?
We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first.
I do.
But he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat. Yet even now, I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
He's a douchebag. So, we rescued you, and now what?
You will need ammunition come the Landsmeet, and I can help you in that regard. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil.
The Queen's been beheaded.
Many people here are angry or grieving.
That's a bit distressing.
Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hal and my father must have given them reason.
You know,
I
or
don't know
Vaughn.
what is happening there, but I am certain my father has.
Vaughn, what's his face? The
A useful lead, Anora, but you could have sent
Cannings
this
or whatever.
information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hal's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
Well, she gives good speeches, I'll give her that. Boy. What was I even saying? Probably something about hating Loghain. Sounds more like you need us.
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough. And decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it?
Yes.
Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party.
Not
and I am
exactly.
Elder Queen.
Anora,
I mean,
you are
Loghain's
indeed
daughter.
Kaelin's widow, but
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general.
Exactly.
Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Alright, there she goes. With her not a head.
well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Anora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble. but we should keep her close, all the same.
Great. Keep your friends close, enemies closer, right? Loghain is really the only trouble I care about.
Loghain is the problem at hand, yes. We need to do all we can to erode his support before we call the lands meet.
And why do you think Anora's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Anora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
Aren't we planning to depose her there? Aren't we planning to depose her? I don't know what that word means.
Anora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood.
Oh
We
no!
did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Oh. Well, nobody here knows any better. So I guess I'll say this, but Alistair's mother was a scullery maid. How is he better?
Thanks. I'm right here, you know.
His
I thought you
mother
didn't want to be
wasn't,
king, dude.
but his father was Merrick Theron, for whom we all risked our lives to win.
Buddy, do you want to avoid responsibility or
Only
not?
as
I'm trying to help you out
Merrick
here.
had taken more time to instruct the lad in the politics of ruling. I did my best, but we all hoped Kaelin and Anora would secure the succession.
And why is that so important?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the
Yeah.
Silver Knight.
Yeah, we know
For
that.
400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers.
You know how to keep the royal line going strong for like 1,000 years? Don't give the emperors any power, or emperors or kings or monarchs, whatever. Just don't give them any powers. Any power at all. You know? That way then nobody has any reason to try to knock him out. Alistair wouldn't know what to do with the throne if he had it.
No, I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions.
Yeah, see, exactly.
If Anora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. It looks better on her anyway.
You're both wrong. With a few
We're
months
both
of
wrong.
experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Let's talk about something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think he's doing to the... Yeah, what do you think he's doing to the elves?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
He's a real dick. I've got work to do.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Anora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Alright, moving on with the main quest. There. Over, let's talk to this guy.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Did you know Duncan very well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down.
Well, I was hoping I could learn a bit more about the Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
That sucks. Why has it been so long since the last Blight? That's the only one I really care about.
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
I like how they used like the cage as a prop there. Very symbolic or illustrative or whatever. I guess that's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Yep, that's what I guessed.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're
Yeah.
no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Could you tell me about that vault again?
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Nord Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries for the defense of Denerim.
Ah, sweet. Sweet. What are your plans now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
You're going alone? Shouldn't we go with you? We already did go back to Ostagar,
If there
but...
were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
True, I guess. I should get going.
Good luck to you, then. We will have to talk again when the Land's Meet is more settled.
Of course. He's gonna have to explain me exactly how to kill an archdemon. Because we don't know.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.
I got questions,
Of
buddy.
course.
Never fucking mind, then. Alright, I'm gonna save again here. Also, I'm gonna set up my timer. Forgot to do that at the beginning. Just considering all the technical difficulties I've had so far in this game, when I'm in an area where I know it crashes a lot, it just seems like it'd be dumb not to save.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason.
Yeah.
My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
And they do just, like, let you pick whoever you want to rule. It's like, who the fuck even is this person? Oh, but you know, we'll just make whoever she wants to be on the throne. I'm not as important as you think I am.
No? You're a Grey Warden, and despite the fact that my father will paint himself as the only one who can protect the country from the Blight, it is not so. Secondly, you saved Arl Eamon from a plot that no doubt had its origins in Hal's sick little mind. People will not forget that. You are competent and powerful, and in the right place at the right time. Used to your advantage, these things could bring you far.
And why should I support you?
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine.
Well, okay, but how can you be a good ruler without being a good person? Are you a better candidate than Alistair?
Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness.
I mean, being a good ruler means more than just ambition.
Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn.
And how do you know so much about him?
Kaelin knew of Alistair. It was Arl Eamon that kept
Whoa,
Alistair
what?
out of court, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
I simply believe that I am what this country needs.
We're hardening Alistair, come
That's
on.
what I believe. Would Alistair do the same? Thus, I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it.
Huh. So, Kaelin knew that Alistair was his brother. I guess that's why he, insisted that he be on top of the tower. And wouldn't let him go alone. Or let me go alone, really. Huh. I mean, I just like to imagine that, that's part of the reason why Kaelin was so, obsessed with the Grey Wardens and eager to spend a bunch of time with them, was because he was hoping that he would get to meet Alistair. Yeah. It's sad. It's sad. It's very sad. Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
And what happens to Loghain?
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to
Yeah,
live,
until now.
I would prefer it.
Well, don't you think justice must be done?
I will always be my father's daughter, but even I know he must pay for his crimes. It will not make me glad, even so.
Well, yeah, I don't
Does that
expect
affect your
that.
decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
And that's, why I don't trust her. Is, she's like, oh, I will support your decision to execute my father as much as I dislike it. You can kill him, because that's justice. Just dole out whatever justice you can on my own dad. So now will you support me? I might need more than just your support.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. the gratitude of a weak king or of a strong queen.
Are you
And
asking
even
me
if
if
it is
I'm a
not for you,
lesbian?
think of what I could do
'Cause
for
yes.
the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your people. I trust I have made my point.
Oh, are you bringing the Dalish into this? Oh, come on. That is no. Why not just marry Alistair?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kaelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kaelin as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I mean, I think I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
And okay, I'll speak to
Do
him.
so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
And now I'm gonna save again. It crashes during this point. I mean, once when I was playing, like, it crashed like 4 different times.
My lady, she will be forever grateful, Warden.
Okay, whatever. Yes, we certainly did save her from her own dad.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. She wants to be queen. I get it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it.
I definitely do not trust her. What do you think?
They say that Honora is smart, determined. She's supposedly the one who's really ruled here, not Kaelin. She's her father's daughter.
That...
I say
yeah.
that's where the problem lies.
That is
People
not
like her
appealing.
and her father always think they're the only ones who can fix things. So everyone should just stay out of their way. What do you think? When the Landsmeet comes, you might even have a say.
Oh, I'm gonna have the only say. I will be like the final word. You think they'll listen to a Dalish elf?
I think they'll listen to a Grey Warden. One who just might save this country yet.
What? Are you saying you believe in me?
So I just saw Honora not long ago. Strange story. She gave me the strangest look. Like she was sizing up whether the cow was ready for slaughter. I asked her why. You know what she said? It would be like marrying his twin. I misheard.
Well, his
that,
half-brother,
right?
but yeah.
Tell me I misheard.
You don't look that much like Kaelin. Actually, you do.
I can't
You
say
do.
I like the idea at all. Why should I even consider something like this?
It's the smart move, and I think you know that too.
Maybe you're right. I hate it when you're right.
Oh,
Go ahead, then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now, excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
just try not to die. I'm gonna keep talking to him.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Of course.
Nope, that's it. Okay. Haha, we're going to trick Honora. And Alistair, I guess. Get her support. And then lock her in a tower. I mean, Alistair's the one who's gonna lock her in a tower, not me, but...
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
Oh, so it's so much better to just send me back and forth. He's agreed.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne.
Oh my god.
And in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
She's gonna go all Hamlet on this shit. For my support. Okay, yeah, you'll have my support.
So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
I do have a couple of questions.
Ask me whatever you like.
Does it make you uncomfortable siding against him?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless?
Yeah.
But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man who murdered my husband?
Well, the man who happens to be your father. Kaelin's like a noble fool, you know? We should tell people what really happened. Gee, that's what we've been doing this whole time, and it hasn't worked out that well. Did you love Kaelin?
It seems a strange word to describe a marriage our parents arranged when he was newly born and I still in swaddling clothes, but yes, I loved him. He was reckless, impetuous, and charming. Had he not been king, he would have made a dashing rogue for a band of players. We were a good pairing. He would not have wanted the burden of ruling any more than I would have liked remaining the silent wife in my husband's shadow.
And why would your father leave him to die?
Kaelin was so idealistic. The world was his storybook, and he was the hero. My father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs.
What?
They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Kaelin would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Kaelin dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream. He wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down.
I'm really sorry.
It was more than just my own loss. But I thank you all the same.
Well, yeah, but... I mean, to you, he wasn't just king. He was also your husband. I mean, I'm expecting you to have, like, human emotions in response to this. We should tell people what really happened. They're not going to believe it.
Them, even from my lips. Loghain is the hero they've looked up to their whole lives. Far easier to believe you or me a liar than him a murderer and tyrant. That's why it will be critical to find some way to discredit him before the lands meet. We must have proof of my father's crimes for the bands, or they will never believe us.
We can do that. Always save your receipts. And what'll happen after the lands meet?
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune-telling?
Yes.
There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling.
Well, hey, there's still time.
What happened depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
She's what? I mean, I can't imagine she is much older than 30. Like, there's still time. I don't really want to ask about it. Okay. I'm a little bit bored right now. I want to do more stuff. It didn't crash. Hooray! Save again before leaving, though. Just like last time, and it crashed as soon as I stepped outside. Remember that? I remember that. Alright, Alistair, who else do I want?
Indeed.
Alright. Sweet, okay. And, okay, that's on. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to avoid that stuff in the middle. It gets kind of crashy over there. So let's check out, before we go to the alienage, let's check out this vault. For a second there, I thought it was gonna crash. And I was a little upset. But no, it didn't. Alright, so here's the warehouse. Also, damn. And yeah, I know. Okay. I mean, it's almost the same armor. Like, it's the same model and everything. Alistair, where's your hat? Keep it on. Will you? To be honest, though, I do like this armor a bit better on her. So, let's do that. Also, it makes our party look more varied. You know, we're not all just wearing the same armor models.
Oh, right.
Alright, here we go. There's that vault. Okay, that's... I was actually really disappointed when I was playing this the first time. And I was expecting, like, ooh, hardcore awesome items. And I guess that's pretty cool, but, you know, Duncan's shield. Don't need either of those.
Yes. Huh.
Ooh, sweet. Yes. Okay. There's an axe. They have a cool axe. Oh, shit. Okay. I like this one because it's, like, meant to be used by a rogue. Ooh. And that's really pretty. Like, the white steel is pretty. Ooh, I like the electricity damage. You know what we can do? Haha. And then Liliana. Are either of these better than... Not really. Hang on. I know I like the war axes because they give you a nice balance between armor penetration and damage, but what else is a good damage or balance? Is having a mace and a longsword. And that sword is pretty. It's not actually that great, but it's pretty. Alright, and we're done here. What are we doing next? Oh yeah, we're gonna run to the tavern as well because we got some receipts that we need to share. Is that a mage? Dude, you are gonna get so busted if you're just standing around wearing blood mage robes and a staff. Like, I mean, I support freeing the mages and all, but you're just, it's gonna get you in trouble.
Have you heard the news about how? Everyone in the city has. Ryland must be pleased. That half-blood is as cold as the mountains.
This is where the
Did they not
nobility
serve
comes to
together in
get
the
drunk
war?
and decide who is
I
the
can
most
hardly speak ill of the
self-important
sense
them
or
all.
conscience of any man simply for wishing Rendon
Challenge someone to arm wrestle me.
You've met him.
That would be
Man
fun.
made vipers seem personable.
Look at what that woman's wearing.
Well, I didn't
She's
say
drunk,
I was
although
shedding
she
any
does have bad
tears
taste.
over his passing. He never was any friend of mine.
I'm sorry, everyone was talking at once and I got confused. So hey, who are you?
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. My son described you in great detail. He tells me that I owe you his life.
Well, I could never leave anyone to suffer at Hao's hands.
When I
How
saw
that
my poor
jackass.
boy's legs, I only wish Hao still lived that I might tear him apart myself.
Wait,
I would
were his
bring
legs like
troops against
mangled?
his son. But Oswin tells
How
me
did he
Thomas
get
had
out
no
without
part
help
in his
then?
father's depravity. Is there anything
What?
you'd ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
Just your support against Loghain will be more than enough.
Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster.
Fuck
In
yeah.
fact, I am taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Banorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Fuck yeah.
Have you heard the news about Hao? Everyone in the city
Yeah, he's a
has.
jackass.
Ryland must be pleased. That half-blood is as cold as the mountains. Did they not serve together in the war? Oh, I can hardly speak ill of the sense or conscience of any man simply for wishing Rendon Howe dead. You've met him. The man made vipers seem personable. Well, I didn't say I was shedding any tears over his passing. He never was any friend of mine.
Okay. So that's what they were saying. Arl Wolf.
Wonderful. Another one. I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too.
No.
West Hills Arling belongs to the Darkspawn now, girl.
Oh, that's horrible.
Perhaps they're interested in giving sovereigns to the Chantry, feeding orphans, clothing idiots, or whatever it is you want.
Oh, I'm not here for a handout. I'm a Grey Warden.
Shouldn't you be dead, then? How quick did you cut leash and run at Ostagar?
A bird dragged us away.
I've nothing left for you to take, Grey Warden. Not even my sons. You're wasting your time here.
What happened to your sons?
What do you think happened?
Oh,
Did the
yeah.
Blight escape your notice? War claims the young and strong first. And Plague doesn't care about skill or bravery. There's no point talking about it. Leave me. I've nothing for you anyway.
Wait, why is... Alistair! That was a fusion!
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you're looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for me, men.
Did you just threaten me?
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you're looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for me, men.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, buddy.
Drink to battle and victory.
Yeah. Nothing here we're interested in.
Was that your daughter I saw in the market, Brandon?
Probably. Hebron has done nothing since we've arrived except spend coin on herself. If we stay in Denerim much longer, I'll have to send her to a cloister.
No need for such drastic measures. She's only a child. She'll outgrow this.
Alright.
Is that the number that represents becoming intolerable? Yes. She turned 15 this past spring.
My son Osrin was just as bad. Rest assured. Or you'll strangle her.
Okay, actually, I think we've spent enough time on this episode. So, in the next episode, we will keep talking to nobles, and then maybe we'll be able to head over to the Alien Age at that point. So, hope you'll join us then.